I'm going to try and get him to wear the bedazzle. We'll see what happens. All right. All right, well, look, Max is on his way back, but some of our pros and the celebs, the cracks are starting to show. Doug is about to dance, but just take a look at this clip.
3, 4, 5, 6, hop, bop. We only have 2 sticks with us.
No, I'm sorry.
So, yeah, you can see the pressure starting to get to some of our celebs. Doug, it was a tough week for him on the rehearsal floor, but now the question is, how will he do tonight on the ballroom floor? So, Max, we're talking Doug, we're talking Karina. I mean, at this point, someone's got to go home tonight. You don't know who to call, but as far as maybe dancing ability, you might sort of say Doug could be in harm's way. What do you think?
Yeah, but I don't think so. I think Doug is cool. You know, last week was an amazing episode for Doug. It showed him to be exactly who he is. He's a hero, you know, for sports fans. He's an amazing representative of what it's like to be a professional. You know, nowadays is more important than ever, with a lot of kids being given opportunities they don't really deserve. You know, case in point, Johnny Manziel. I mean, Von's supposedly roommate, as it turns out. So this is the guy I want to see kids look up to.
Yeah.
And me, I wouldn't want him to go.
All right, well, look, as far as technique, you know, you've seen improvement from this guy. How's he doing tonight?
He's having a hard time. You know, he's having a hard time, so it takes a lot of creativity. I mean, the set is, look at his set, it's amazing. I just feel like it's just...
As far as what Doug needs to do
it's
to
hard.
stay.
It's hard. Look, I'm sorry. I gotta
not at all. Because I guess the
yeah.
feedback that we've got over the last couple of weeks is he's quite stiff. But how do you get through that? How do you change that up? That's kind of who he is.
Look, the idea is that something didn't work. The idea is that it's not about changing people during Dancing with the Stars. It's about playing up to their strengths. You know, sometimes professionals we are, and I've been that guy. We fall victim to our own sort of like, this is what you have to be able to do, and if you don't do it, then I haven't done a good enough job. That's not necessarily true. What you can do is say, look, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that, but these are the things you're good at, and we're going to capitalize on them, we're going to highlight them. I think one of the main sort of representatives of that was Cheryl with Emmett Smith. I mean, this guy won clearly. Clearly, he was a winner that season. But, you know, he hasn't done anything out of the ordinary. You know, he's stuck with what he was comfortable with, and Cheryl was just pushing those buttons, and she pushed them all the way to the finale and all the way to the mirror ball. Doug is kind of like similar persona. He needs something that he can be good at and do a lot of that all the time.
But of course, in this season, there's a lot of people putting their hands up. There's a lot of really talented dancers. I mean, it's going to be tough, isn't it?
Of course. But I think he has backing of people enough to keep him in this competition until he finds that, whatever that is that he's comfortable with.
All right, well, look, of course, you've got some dancing coming up. You've got a tour coming up. We've got a picture of that. We're going to be talking about that tonight in the post-show.
Yeah.
So
very excited.
There's something to look forward to. There's a bit of video that we're going to be showing you dancing. Are you excited about that? I mean, to still be dancing out there and entertaining people, I mean, that's what you do, right?
Without a doubt, absolutely. I did not appreciate what I had, you know, few years ago, let's call it that. I appreciate it now more than ever. I also feel blessed with the ability that I was given, you know, although this is something that I was trained to do day in and day out for 30 plus years. Most importantly, at 36, I look at it and I say, you know what? This is the best that I can do for myself, my body, my physical ability, and I can't wait. 46 city tour to tell people thank you for all they have done for us. Easy.
Well, I guess, you know, you really are part of the DNA of what makes this show great. You know, when you first came onto the show, you know, if they show a highlights reel of what Dancing with the Stars is, you know you'd be in there. You know you'd feature strongly. So when you came on the show, what did you want to, I guess, bring to it? And how do you feel you changed it in the time that you were there?
We all came under different circumstance. My circumstance was that, you know, I've done ballroom dancing since I was 4 years old on, you know, 5 continents and, all over the world. I've competed, I've seen everything, but I've not seen anything else. And I joined Dance with the Stars because it was in LA where I've never been, and I could spend time away from home and from the studios and from students and from this day in and day out dance career. I had a blast. People don't know half the stuff I did. I mean, I hit the town hard. I had five or six seasons where I was out every single night through the show during Dancing with the Stars. I was out every night for 3 months at a time. It wasn't probably the best thing to do, but I was getting this out of my system. I missed on some childhood things. I missed on, some parties that teenagers go through. I competed. I was focused, professional. So when I joined Dance with the Stars, for me it was, let me show myself in a different light and let me do my job the best I can because my grandma's watching. And I fell victim to not understanding sometimes that it's a TV show, not only a competition, that there's more things involved, people's stories, people's personalities, and, I don't wish I could take it back, but I think I ended on a high note.
Yeah, and I think that, there's such a huge fan base for being able to really see your personality. And sometimes it was, whatever it was, people really responded to that. And you must get that when you walk down the street, right?
I think I represent some people out there who maybe be a little misunderstood, misinterpreted. But you know what? I think I've corrected that. I've made sure I spent a lot of time not explaining myself, but staying the course until people understood, he means this and not that, because look at him, he's consistently doing the same thing over and over. So, but I gotta say, Doug is a good dude, and he's, again, I just can't say it enough, he's the right representation of who we have to look up to. And I wish that we had more characters like him on TV.
Yeah, and we saw his story last week, and I think the emotion around it, and I know that everyone out there has been supporting him, so continue to do that. We're going to tell you more about the tour with Max and Val a little later on in the show. Max, I think you're going to step out now. He's going to answer your questions at DWTS All Access.
Call Tony out. Call Tony out. Tell him what I said.
What do you want me to tell him?
Tell him Max said that you could do better with her, and that she could do better with you.
Okay.
See what happens.
He's putting it on me. Let's have a big round of applause, please. Come on. Marla, please come on. Look at you. Amazing. Do you feel my outfit too? And look, who have we got here? This looks like a new person. This does not look like Tony. You've got the bedazzle. You can have to wear the Mickey Mouse ears.
I like that. Tiffany got Mickey Mouse.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Dominic. Tonight, Jafar.
I remember the days when you used to get to
and
wear
Tony,
the Mickey Mouse.
we love Tony up here. And thank you so much for coming up. So, the first question, we've got to put it to you, wonderful daughter. What's it been like supporting her? I know that I've heard that you guys have watched in the dorm together and everyone kind of gathers around. What's that vibe been like and how proud are you of her?
I think she definitely has the whole campus at UPenn cheering her on and voting for her. I'm so proud of her. I mean, her dedication, and with Tony's help, this guy, now he's an intense partner and trainer, and, he's rooting for her all the way. So I think it's great. It's fantastic.
Well, look, great job tonight, guys. How are you feeling about it?
I got to tell you, my daughter came out tonight. That's the most important thing to me. She came to rehearsal. She showed up when she was so busy and didn't have time from school just to come out and be interviewed and be a part of our world. And I really love you and appreciate you so much.
Look at that, guys. I mean,
There's
come on.
my little baby mermaid.
Unbelievable.
Look at my little girl.
Could you do it? Could you get out there and dance in front of America? I mean, it's tough, right?
It's so tough. I can't even imagine, honestly. I mean, they train so hard. She's lucky if she gets me to go to the gym. So I've never seen such a hard worker, truly, and I'm just so proud to be her daughter.
If we're talking hard workers, we got to throw it over to Tony over. I mean, look at this guy's face, his smile. He's been in the game for how many years?
21 seasons.
21 seasons.
Wow.
And I mean, how old are you, Tony?
I just turned 7. According to my wife, that
70.
is.
It's amazing. But Tony, what's this week been like? We love you up here.
Actually, this week has been a lot of fun. She had one struggling moment, which obviously they capitalized on, but the rest of the time, we had a blast. We were laughing the whole time. She really captured the character. I know how much this song meant for her because of her daughter and her dressing up as mermaids. I gotta say, I'm so proud of Marla because nobody knows how hard we worked to get to this point. I think everybody chalks it up. Oh, she's so graceful. We worked very hard to get to that point.
She's a tomboy. She's out there dribbling basketballs, and I've never seen
exactly.
her. This girly girl side is crazy.
There's an elegance to you guys out there.
That was the thing that was funny.
Everyone out
actually,
there is responding.
That Tiffany saw her for the first time. She goes, "Oh my God, Mom, you're like girly."
She's like, still handling me. What's going on?
Well, speaking of girly, we got some incredible footage that we want to share with all the audience out there. Look at this. I mean, incredible.
My merman with a bra.
Talk us through this look. I mean, what was going through your head, and is this yours, Tony, or what's happening here?
Yes, I took this out of your closet and I decided that I was going to wear it
Yes.
because obviously
Yeah.
you only wear it in a closet. So I figured, you know what? Let me show
Okay.
everybody
Okay.
what Dominic has in his closet.
Oh, boy, Dominic.
No one laughs
There
at his
you go.
jokes harder than Tony.
He is on fire. It sort of was shocking me that night.
Yes.
That day, yeah.
Yes, I'm sure
I
that
gotta
you
say,
went,
though,
went
I
home
do
and
make
just
a
like,
good-looking merman.
You do.
It was, but I'm
Merman.
like, you can lose the bra, baby. If you're going to come dance with me, you might need
Tiffany,
to.
first of all, I want to apologize for that vision of that.
I'm just grateful I wasn't at that practice.
Yes, yes.
That was a good one to skip. You're very lucky. Now,
I'm so happy they didn't show that in a live show because I'm sure my kids would have had a lot of
Yeah, they
questions.
sure would.
Marla is my favorite Tony's partner, by the way.
Oh, really?
You actually did say that.
Thank
yes.
you so
He
much.
did say
that to me.
Thank you.
He's on
my
it, man.
favorite partner. I'll tell you that. Besides this girl right here, of course.
Oh, well, look at Max's audition. You know this guy. Look at that beanie.
That's still
held
mine.
that.
I
That's
cannot
dear.
criticize that because mine is far
I know.
worse.
Do we have to? You know,
I love it. I love it.
Tony's is pretty bad. But look, another fun thing that happened this week was this. There was a moment in rehearsals where you did the headstand and then bam!
But you noticed I held the position. I held the position, let all the glass break.
Well, look, what we've done is we've
I
talked
was laughing
to
so
the
hard.
production crew, and we've got this is the bill for the light.
Now you're really going to
So,
see me laugh and cry.
We need you to sign this, okay?
Oh,
It's
thank
your
you.
copy.
I think I'll wait
it was
until the check
$1,900 that light, so you have to sign
1900.
it.
That light was
1900.
so ugly. That was an
Come on.
improvement.
He
I'm
showed
sorry.
me, so that's an
That was an
improvement.
Sign it.
improvement.
Okay, now
that definitely broke the ice.
we need your copy there. Okay, I'll sign it for you. Look, there you go. And you got to take your copy.
Oh, thank you. Just remember that
yeah.
moment.
Okay, there you go. Remember the moment. There
I felt
you go.
better afterwards, even though I think my partner almost went.
Well, look, we've got a few
I
fan
want everyone
questions, so
to
let's
be-
quickly take them before
Sure.
we head you guys out. Tiffany, how's college? What are you studying?
I am majoring in sociology, concentrating in law and society. I graduate in May, so very soon.
That's it, man. And then you're
So
going to become a
soon.
professional dancer, or what? What happens next?
I think I'll let you. You can do that.
She's got the
I'll watch
moves.
on the sidelines.
All right, let's have a look. We loved the lift and the jive last week. How do you balance risking an awesome but illegal move like that when the judges might dock you for it, Tony?
Well, you know what? You got to take risks in this competition. That's the one thing that I said to Marla is like, do you want to be pushed? She goes, yes. And we got to put everything right in, see what they do. But I mean, obviously, last week they liked it. This week they want a little bit more. So that's cool. We're going to keep trying to impress them.
Well, that's what it's all about. You're impressing the fans out there. Give them a wave, and of course, make sure that you pick up the phone and
We're
vote. We've got
so
one more
great.
question. Who do you hope to get for Switch Up Week next week? I mean, and how sad are you
I
going to
just
be?
want her to stay with Tony.
I know. It's
We
gonna be hard.
love Tony, but you know what? There's so many great folks in this crew and so many great dancers. You can't go wrong. We love each other. It really is a great environment. Your buddy Val
I really
is
want
pretty
her
amazing.
to get Val. Because, like Val's a great teacher, and I know him really well, and I think she could improve with him. So
All right, we've just found out Doug and Karina are safe.
I heard that.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
What goes through your mind when you think about the elimination? I mean, because right now it's so fun. It's Disney.
You never
How are you
know.
doing with those eliminations, Marla?
I've been doing great with it. Tonight I get a little worried about it, and I know how important the votes are, and I hope people can just pull in there and push for us, because we're working so hard, learning so much, and we just want to make everybody feel good.
Well, you're doing so great. Everyone out there loves you guys,
you.
loves the energy. Tiffany, thanks for coming along.
Thank
We
you.
got you this badge to wear on campus.
Woo!
Okay?
Oh, yes.
There you
I
go.
will.
You need to wear that. And you guys out there need to pick up the phones and vote for these guys.
Thank
Tony
you.
and
Love you
Marla,
guys.
keep them in the competition. And let's give them a big round of applause. Thanks for coming on, Tiffany. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Big round of applause for these guys. Make sure you vote.
Thank you for voting. We need you.
We need more than ever, okay? Pick up the phone. Thank you, Marla. You look beautiful tonight. I'll take the bedazzled headset. And we had a lot of fun in our interview, didn't we? Mwah, as well. A little fun interview that Marla and I did, if you've seen it already. We might play a little later on, because right now we're moving back into it. So yeah, a big development. Doug and Karina safe. So we just found out there, Max, that Doug and Karina are safe tonight. Just announced.
Say it again.
Doug and Karina have just been announced as safe.
There you go.
Yeah.
And there you go. It doesn't matter. People will keep you in, and don't let people down. That's the name of the game.
Yeah, well, look, yeah, he is, I think, a crowd favorite, and obviously he must be.
no,
People out there are voting
doing a
for
great
him.
job.
And look, Tony, I didn't have the guts to say to Tony what you said.
I did. Right before he came in.
All right, well, we'll have to see what happens next. Of course, at this point of the competition, we've got Kim, we've got Sasha. What do you think of these guys? I mean, Sasha, I think it's the second time getting the call up to the pros. He's loving it. We love these guys as a couple. What do you think?
He's a hard worker. You know, you could tell that he takes whatever job he does seriously. You know, vertically a little limited, but definitely not in his drive and, you know, wanting to do well by whoever he's dancing with. So, you know, congrats, Sasha. He's doing a great job. She's you know, she's not at all uncomfortable with this, you know, and you could tell that. And just like Tony with his partner, I feel like Sasha can and has to step up and push her a little bit because people are getting used to her sort of doing this, you know, and that whole middle of the pack mentality is not going to last you the whole season. You know,
you look at her, she's an actress. She knows how to play a character. How much of an advantage do you think that is in the show?
Or disadvantage, you know, because those actresses, and I know those actresses, you know, they seemingly know what they're doing while they're doing something that they're not comfortable with. You know, and there's nothing you can do about that. I don't think that Kim is uncomfortable. I think she's sort of like pacing herself, and I think that they're going to come out with a performance that's going to blow everybody's mind.
Now is the time, though, to make your mark on the competition, because you're absolutely right. You don't want to be in that middle of the pack.
Well,
do you think she has the ability, though, to have one of those big performances?
Absolutely. She looks like she does, and like I said, I think so. So I think next week is the switch up. It'll be the final sort of like, you know. Let's on, and everybody's going to have to step up, or you're going to go.
We just heard from Len, who said that was their best dance this season. I know you saw a little bit about it. You feel that way?
Absolutely. It was a little bit sort of like, look, it's a hard dance. Quick step is difficult. You got to keep the frame. You have to do all these like quick sort of movements underneath and solid on top, and she pulled it off.
All right, well, of course, the switch-up is coming up next week. This man here, Max, will be the guest judge. You know what you need to do, abc.com, and tell us who you think should be with who. It's going to be a really fun show. What do you think about switch-up, Max? I mean, as far as
I'm loving this sloth character.
Yeah, the sloth, he's a slow mover. Because you work this energy up, you get this momentum, and then you've got to kind of break it up, which is exactly why it's there. The producers have put it there to do that. How do you feel about it?
Well, what this is, it's a show that it's an obstacle course. In other words, you know, you get partnered up with someone, and it's no different than, you know, here's the course, you got to run it, and we're going to throw all these elements at you: water, fire, then swinging discs or whatever. It's like
Are they ready though at this point? Week 5 to do these switch ups.
This is crazy. You know, you just like you said, just got the momentum. You know the person you're with. You worked out how you're going to go from Monday or Tuesday first rehearsal to Monday live show. You know exactly who you're dealing with. Somebody like Shauna's partner who's having problems with being on time or whatever. You know, if for example Karina or Peta or somebody else will be with him, they wouldn't understand it. Be like, excuse me, I don't know how you guys do this.
Yeah.
But I have a very limited time. I got to get this done. So you don't want to get into that situation. It's very hard. And then you're trying to do right by the partner who's partnered up with your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Nobody
that's the
wants
challenge
to be
of
that guy.
Nyle. I mean, Peta wants Nyle to do a great job with the partner, and it's going to be a challenge.
Because then you get back together and you have to continue that show.
Yeah, well, look, thank you, Max. It's so great to have you here. If you've got any questions at DWTS All Access, Max is going to step out now and answer some of your questions. It is so great to have him here.
By the way.
Look at this costume.
I feel like
anything you want me to tell him? Right?
Yeah, tell it to like where in the show they're going to hold Lindsay up.
All right, hold Lindsay up. It's going to be good. And that means that we can now welcome the man, Wanya. Look at this. Kuna Matata. Come on in, Wanya. I mean, can we just get a round of applause for this costume alone? It's absolutely incredible. Look at this costume. Look at you, man. Amazing. And, of course, Lindsay as well. You look incredible. Look at this, man. How you feeling at this point? It feels like it's so much fun this
It
week
is.
on the
It
show,
is,
Disney
man.
Week, man.
It's magical,
What you
man.
loving about it?
I'm loving everything, man. It's a magical event. I mean, Disney is Disney. You can't even have Disney and not have fun. You know what I mean? And everybody's stepping up. The entertainment value is incredible. It's just one of those things that you can't, feel bad about it.
Lindsay, for you, how do you approach a week like this? How do you try and inject as much fun as you can into
Well,
it?
I mean, with this guy, it's pretty easy. We have so much fun in rehearsal while getting so much done. Like, the intensity that we have doesn't stop us from having fun. And even when it gets tough, we still are having fun. So,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, it's been Disney Week. So that's like a whole nother level right there.
Well, look,
crazy.
you guys are doing Lion King, Hakuna Matata, which
same
means
to you.
kind of no worries,
Yeah,
means
absolutely,
relax.
absolutely.
Well, what do you guys do to relieve stress in this crazy world that is Dancing with the Stars? Come on, let us in. Talk to us.
We kind of just dance and talk. You know what I mean? It's always good to take a break every now and then and just reflect on the dance of the day. It allows the choreography to set inside of you, and we laugh a lot. You know what I mean? Those things are just really important. Smile. A smile is free, so you can give that to somebody
Come on,
that's not.
give all those people, all those voters out there that smile. Look at this.
Yeah.
I like those sound
Yeah,
effects.
so it's
You're
all
like,
good.
Guys, on
There
to
you
it,
go.
man.
Yeah.
He
You
just
were ready.
Bought, just bought that app, the camera app.
So
I
if you
like
can, if
it.
you can bring a smile to somebody's face, during the day, it's an awesome thing.
Well, look, maybe I'm going to bring a smile to your face right now because we can
Absolutely.
reveal who your switch-up partner is
Oh,
going to be.
awesome.
No,
Okay.
Take a look at this.
What?
That's it.
There you have it.
You and Joe
He's
Fatone.
beautiful.
Whoa, that's
Wow.
beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
His head
Yeah.
fits perfectly
Talk me
right on my
through
body.
dream scenario for you, Wanya, is
Yeah,
to dance with
He
Joe Fatone.
definitely lost a lot of weight for this. I see. He's ready.
Who would lead who, Wanya? Who do you think?
I would definitely have to lead him because I'm a man. I'm a man. You know what I mean? I'm a lion. I'm a king.
All right, well, we've got some fan questions which I'm going to quickly go through
Okay,
before you
awesome,
guys take
awesome.
out. Here we go. Are you still tight with ABC or BBD, the rest of the East Coast family?
ABC, BBD.
Yeah. We hang out every now and then in Atlanta. We might hang out with him when we go down there. Michael Bivens, we do shows with BBD every now and then. So, I could say we kind of like hang out every now and then.
The boys are all laughing, don't you think, when they see you out here and how are you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm theatrical all the way, and I try to get into character, so they're looking at me like, there he go again, and doing the daggone thing.
I think you could roll this onto the stage
Absolutely.
with the boys.
If I
Always singing.
There's a roar during your dance or
Absolutely,
something?
yes.
I mean, I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah. We
Our moves roar,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
literally
Oh, yes.
roar.
Look at this.
So,
You got to vote
Gazy.
for these guys, man. You got to vote. All right.
That's my girl
we've got a
right
few more
there, my
questions.
Z-Pack.
Every good partnerships needs a cool secret handshake. Have you guys developed one yet?
We
Man,
only
that's-
have a.
We
what
have
is
a
it?
handshake.
Which one is it?
It's,
No, it's this one. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yay.
That's amazing.
Z.
Because it's
Yay.
Y and then a Z.
Z.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Man.
There you go.
Man, I feel like I'm learning some cool stuff here. Lindsay,
Kind of like
here's a
YMCA.
good one. How is married life?
Married life is awesome.
Amazing.
I love it. It's great.
That's real. She feels real right now. man.
yes,
That's true.
indeed. Yeah.
Here's
I
another
do.
question. Ask Lindsay how fun it is. Oh, Big Jensen there. Look at
My
that.
little sister gets to dance with me this week, and it's
She's so
so
cute.
fun. She's so cute, and everybody backstage keeps getting us confused. They're like, "Is this Lindsay or Jensen?" Oh, Lindsay. Okay.
Yeah.
I think they can tell now with my nose on and my
Yeah.
mustache
That's the
thing.
trick.
Yeah,
She's
Jensen
a
has-
dancer,
We had to do it.
a Dancing with the
Pudgy
Stars
cheeks.
pro in the making.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
She's gonna steal my job soon.
All right, well, before we let you go, we want you to do the Hakuna Matata, hold out the lion,
There you
but
go.
instead of a lion, it's a Lindsay lion.
Oh,
See this little guy here, look at that.
that's so cute.
And I want you to hold it out over there. Can
Don't
you just
drop
hold
it,
it?
please.
Do not drop
Don't
it.
drop me.
Let's put it out. Hakuna
Ah!
Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Unbelievable. Look at this. We love it.
Pro right there.
He is a pro. He is a champion. We love him.
Thank
and
you
you got to
so
keep
much.
voting for these guys to
Yes,
get them in the
please.
competition.
Please.
Thank you guys for coming up.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Cannot wait to see what's planned. Big round of applause
Oh
for
yeah.
these two.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Wanya,
everybody.
Lindsay.
Thank you
so
guys.
much. Yes.
Wave to all the fans out there. Pick up the phones and vote for these guys. Because Jafar told you to. All right. See you, Wanya. Thanks for coming up, man. We appreciate it. And we are now moving on. Max is about to come back in, and we're going to talk Jody, and we're going to talk Keo. Now, these guys are really an emotional story last week, Max. We kind of talked about what we like about Jody, but I think she really opened up. She really let us in, and I think America really responded. Of course, not an easy story that she shared with everyone last year, but I think it's really made her a favourite here on the season. What would you say about that?
She's so honest, you know, and I know her personally from the stint with Val and I did on Fuller House. She couldn't have been nicer then. And, you know, we shot it for about 4 days of rehearsals and the shooting, so we got to know each other. She's super kind, she's super nice, great with her kids. I cannot imagine this life and that upbringing. And so for her to overcome it is a feat in itself. The fact that she's doing the show, for me, for her, if I was, you know, her parent or somebody who loved her dearly, I would just, you know, this is a blessing. You know, this is amazing. She danced in the past. She knows what this is. She understands how to do this. She was given an opportunity to do something she's good at and shine in an environment that she was used to while being, you know, growing up, but different. And that, I think that was the whole point, is like you got stuck doing one thing, maybe even typecast for life. This is kind of her stepping out of that shell. I personally want Kio to again, like, I just don't want this to be a theme today. Tony's amazing. He's doing an incredible job with Marla, and he's going to do an even better in coming weeks. Kio has never been this far in this competition. Kio needs to step the hell up right now because he's got the best partner he ever had, and this is, you know, something that I want him to see persevering at. He's my friend, and I wish him all the best. He has to do better.
Week on week, when you're talking technique, what you see right now?
I see that there's not a lot of cha-cha, and there's not a lot of movement, and there you go. And this little hiccups, slip-ups, and all this stuff, that's a result of not necessarily something that highlights her strengths routine-wise. And when, not if, when she's going to get criticized for this 30 seconds from now by all the judges, it will have been Kio's fault, because it's a professional's responsibility to put together the 100% best thing for our partners. This was not it.
Well, look, I guess, as you say, Kio's never been this far in the competition. Yeah. So I guess for him, if you could give him advice right now, what would you say to him?
I want somebody to walk into the rehearsal and say, this is how this works, this is how the show goes from here on out, and this is what you have to be prepared to do. And, you know, and I don't think that anybody has. I don't think that there were these conversations with this guy. You know, he's talented, he's able, he's proven himself in other platforms, but, you know, he hasn't proven himself in week 4 or 5 or 6 or even 2 or 3 in this competition. And this is the girl that's going to allow him to go far.
At this point, someone will be eliminated tonight. Is there any part of you that thinks it could be these guys?
I hope not. I really do. I really hope not. Look at her. She's glowing when she's dancing, and I just want her to stay on this competition for as long as she can. You know, she needs this. She deserves this. She earned it through all the ups and downs in her life. I know she's young and beautiful and all that, but, you know, this is an amazing story as well. You know, just because, you know, she looks the way she looks, it doesn't mean that, oh, well, you know, she's fine, let's just give this opportunity to somebody else. No, she's also one of those people that deserve this opportunity. And, you know, and again, like I said, I want somebody to walk into their rehearsal and say, dude, this is what needs to happen from now on. And if that means that you have to just sit and educate yourself nonstop, 24/7 between rehearsals, what to do with her, then he has to do it. That's a responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because I'm sure that Kio would want to hear that, but it's tough for him.
Of course,
you know,
of course.
as far as if you're giving him that advice, I mean, it's hard to hear. You know,
I do. But this is not a criticism. This is help. This is something that no one ever allows themselves to say because it may not be correct or, you know, or politically correct. It hurts somebody's feelings. Here's the thing: we as pros, we get to do this every day. For our entire life. I own a chain of dance studios where we teach adults. And the reason why I'm saying this is because those people, when they come to us, they go, this changed my life. And because we know that this can change someone's life right here, they are only here one time. So Jody is never going to do Dancing with the Stars ever again after she gets eliminated. Kio will. You know what I'm saying? Val, Max, Peter, Tony, whoever, we will come back. We'll be here if we want to. You know, that's the responsibility. And so because you know that that could be their last week, you have to give your 100% self to them.
It's the responsibility of the pro to give that journey to the celeb.
100%. Yeah.
But it's got to be, I'm not, I guess.
Very hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard, dude.
So
It's
much pressure. When
pressure.
you put it like that, it's sort of it's daunting even
It's
to
so
think.
much pressure. It's
Keo's
so much pressure.
never been this phase, never been further than week 2. So
There are elements to the show like that you don't know until you experience. Like, for example, the band is live. We rehearse to an original track. You know what that means? When we get to live, to hear the live band for the first time, which is a Sunday, not even Sunday, Monday, like that, which is pretty much right up to the show. Our partners got used to a certain rhythm. If the band plays a little bit off, sound is a little bit off, it's kind of like, they're amazing. And they try to come as close to the original track as possible. But sometimes something's a little off. Well, that little skew can throw our partner completely off.
Well, we've just heard from our judges. The comments were pretty negative. One of the things Jody said was she couldn't hear the music because the audience was clapping too loud.
There you go. And that's an element of a live show that you as a partner have to prepare your celebrity for. And there you go. I mean, I literally said that, and it's unfortunate, although 7s are not bad, but they're not bad for somebody like Doug, you know what I mean? They're bad for somebody like Jody because Jody is a 9 person at this time. At this point
She's got the potential to get there. We're getting some great feedback from the fans out there. So thankful we have Dancing with the Stars. Love getting Max's feedback. Fully agree. It's got to feel good.
I just want everybody out there to understand, there's zero personal, no matter who it is, no matter how it is. When I got my judging adjudicators license, all the couples that I trained got terrified right away. They're like, okay, this is the worst day of our life. Because when I judge people that I know can do amazing things, I'm going to make sure that you'll understand that, and I want, I would always walk away from a competition looking at the judges' scores and say, you know what, I'll say whatever I'll say. There was not a show on Dance with Stars or a competition in my professional career where I didn't walk away and say, look, let me sit down, think about what they said. I've never gone to rehearse and say, forget everything they said. I don't care about anybody's opinion. That's not true. I could speak my mind right away, but then I would go back, think about what they said, try to incorporate it, and towards the last couple of seasons of my tenure in Dancing with the Stars, my strategy was to do everything possible to take away from the judges the ability to criticize me or my partner. Everything possible. You're going to be pointing your toes and you're going to be have an amazing technique and you're going to do incredible things from week 1 just because I don't want one opportunity for judges to say anything negative about you because I don't want to have to defend you.
Yeah. I mean? Well, look, and I guess that's the main ways you get better. You listen to what people are saying and you take it on board.
You have to.
So it's good. We're learning a lot about Max's process tonight as well. And, of course, if you've got any questions or you just want to say hi at DWTS All Access, Max, I think you're going to step out
say
now.
Hi.
Answer some questions. It is so great to have Max here. He is a real pro. And, of course, next week he'll be down there. So we're getting some insight into what he'll be saying to all of our celebs and our pros next week. I just got this got to get my cape right. Doug, big round of applause. How you doing? First of all, you can come on down. First of all, we've got to congratulate you for being safe. So big round of applause.
Thank you.
Second of all, we've got a new member here. Who's this? Alexa, how you doing?
Hi.
Of course, Doug's incredible daughter. And how has this process been for you? How's this journey been? Because we've seen you in the rehearsal
so
rooms.
Much fun.
Yeah.
I love watching my dad dance. I've never seen him dance before, except at my wedding. We did dance at my wedding. That was fun.
Well, Karina, how's the week been for you? And to now know that you're safe, look, everyone seems really happy and relieved, really.
Yes, no, to be safe in the middle of the show, that's actually like a special treat because normally we have to wait till the end. But we had a great week. I mean, it's a great dance. It's Disney week, so we had fun. We played around with magic. And I think overall, yes, there were little comments that we need to obviously work on. But overall, it was a great performance. I'm proud of you, Flutie.
Yeah,
Proud
look
of
at this.
Flutie.
It was fun.
This is the big Flutie party up here. Everyone's proud of you, man.
I don't know about the scores and all, but we had fun. That was a blast. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I mean, look, being able to do this in front of the daughter, have family there and that sort of support, what does that mean?
It's fun to look over and see Lex and my wife Laurie sitting there, and they're my support group. You know, they make me relax and go.
Aw,
Look at this.
Obviously, she has a dance background, and she kind of critiques me in the evenings once I get away from this one over here because picking me all day.
He doesn't really speak dance terms, so Karina
Yeah.
might say something, then he'll come back and be like, Lex, what does this mean? I'm like, okay, well, let's clear it up.
He's got a lot of help back here,
I
right?
got a little too much help sometimes. No, it's awesome.
I guess for the whole family to be a part of this journey with him. I mean, it's got to feel cool, especially if you come from that world in some ways.
I do. It's been amazing. Everything has just been so cool. And working with Karina, like just seeing how she dances and I got a little tip from her from salsa. You move the bubbles and you put on the glove and you screw in the light bulb. So that's my ballroom dance.
Technical terms.
It's it.
We actually tried to do some of our lifts from this dance together with Lex. And you know what? We make a great couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see
They're
this.
gonna push me to the
I
wayside.
bet
There
you
we are.
would.
You'll be in the background.
I'm
Exactly. Well, look, this week you spent some time at the Flutie Foundation.
Yes.
Karina, what was that like to see that side of, there's a photo there, to see that side of what Doug's about?
Well, that's amazing because the Flutie Foundation had its annual 18th gala. So 18 years in the making, about 20 million raised. Incredible event. But also at the end of the event, when, all the auction is over, Doug gets on the drums and he starts rocking it out. That was a sight to see. That was really, really cool.
Karina and her partner put on a show, too. They did a couple ballroom dances for the audience, for us. And
That was
that's
amazing.
amazing. And every time I see her really dance like that, it's like, what the heck are you doing with me?
Wow.
Snap.
Well, look, we've come up with an idea that we think is going to raise a huge amount of money for the Flutie Foundation. Okay, you ready for this, guys?
Yeah?
We have launched this new product called
Team Cutie Flakes.
Cutie Flakes. I mean, can you
Absolutely.
believe it?
That's
I mean, this
awesome.
is huge. We think that these are going to sell out, okay? And we thought what would be great is to try Cutie Flakes live. So here we
I
go.
love
right.
this.
So
And
one of these,
and
like the
they're
orig-
frosted flakes.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
are
but
really good. They're good for you. Give us the pitch.
Instead of the
Come on.
Flutie Flakes, they're now Cutie Flakes. So it's
Yeah.
the regular flake with a little bit of mix of nuts.
Yeah.
Yes, and definitely some frost and sugar, so it
Yeah.
gives you that extra kick and
will you be-
She has to make it
long-term
a little healthy.
energy.
Will you be the
What do we got?
will you be the pitch man for us?
Oh.
Doug? I mean, come
Oh,
on.
we'll go
Karina,
after
I think
this.
you need to sign the box, too.
Okay,
then. That's
first of
missing.
all,
That's what-
let's
yeah,
give
we
everyone a
gotta-
little
we
plate
gotta-
here. Karina, there you
We
go.
gotta start.
Everyone gets to
Oh.
try these. These are the new Cutie Flakes, and I think that they're going to sell out. So, I mean, you tell me when to say stop. There we go, guys.
Stop.
A little bit there.
Oh, yeah.
my
That's
gosh.
good.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
And as you
Everyone
can
gets to try
see,
them.
these
Oh my
ones,
gosh.
these flakes
Everyone gets
are
a little
huge.
the
spoon.
best.
I just
Thank
want
you
to
for my
get the
spoon.
photo. At least of us all like me holding it up. And
I don't want to sound like a commercial,
Everybody-
but got milk?
Everybody look. No. Everybody look and smile, please. This is for the poster. We're going to make a lot of money.
Hold on, I have to move the mic.
Cutie
good.
Flakes. I mean, I know that you guys are excited about this, and look, we're so happy that we could give back in that way.
I appreciate
Thank you. Everybody,
All right.
please go out and get a box of your own cutie flakes.
They said, look at that, man. Karina, thank you. And look, everyone's just full of relief right
just
now.
not the
You guys are
talent,
safe
she's a
tonight.
writer.
I'm so happy for you. We're going to let you take the Cutie Flakes out of here.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Let's give a big round of applause for you guys.
Big round of
Congratulations.
applause. Yeah.
And thank you to all the
Unbelievable
fans out there for voting and
Thank
supporting
you.
Yes,
because
thank you.
you did good. You did good. Let's give them a big round of applause and
Yes.
lovely to meet you, okay?
Very nice to meet
Keep
you,
the
too.
support and at home and make
we
sure
will.
the frame's right.
Oh, yes, frames
Okay.
and elbows and shoulders and
Yeah.
fingers.
Yes.
The light bulb and all that.
Yes, light bulb.
All right.
Screw in the light
Before
bulb.
we,
Give them a big round
before
of
we go,
applause.
can I just fix your mustache? It's coming
No,
out.
pull it off live, Karina. Pull it off
No,
live.
no, let me.
Jafar would get a little mad if you ripped off his mustache.
I know. Look, I'm a chilled Jafar, man. That's
Oh,
my
okay.
vibe. I'm just like totally relaxed. I'm
Where's
just happy to be
Iago?
wearing this. At one point, I was going to be a little mermaid with the
That's
Aw.
more suited to your
I was
style.
very happy. Really?
I want to see that.
Marla
you
might
give
have
me
a
a
run
shot.
for
Killing me,
her
Doug.
money.
Come on. All right, let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. We
Take
love
your
you.
Cutie Flakes.
Mwah.
Thank you for supporting these guys. Lovely to meet you, Alexa. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Thanks, Doug. Great job. Congratulations. A huge sense of relief, of course, for those guys because, you know, I got to keep this little bad boy on. The fans love it. Probably not. All right, well, right now, we've just seen, I know Max has been over there watching this dance. Let's see what he thinks of, look at this. Really? Okay, we're going to do this live. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Man, live. now I've just got the bottom goatee. What did you think of that? I know you were just watching it. What do you think? I mean, what do you like about these guys, first of all?
I like it. I like it, but again, it's a little flat-footed for me. I feel like he needed more movement, more travel. Waltz is a dance where, again, imagine, I don't know, Frozen and you know, the scene where they're skating and stuff like that. That's waltz. If you can come as close to that sort of visual as possible.
Oh, look, we've got some moving in. Peter, come on in.
Oh, here we go.
And guys, as always, we're about to do this weird cross where we're going to look over there and wave. I'll tell you when it's going to happen.
Baby, it's not that bad.
All right.
It's not that bad.
How was that watching that, Max? Why don't you start? What did you think of?
I like it. Great job. No, it's awesome.
Thank
it was
you.
awesome.
Thank
I
you.
think it was four nines for sure for me. I didn't see what they saw in this particular case. I think it was a lot of fun. It interpreted I mean, he looks like Tarzan.
He really does look like Tarzan.
That or some sort of jungle Jesus. but no, so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of, again, to me personally, I like when dances that's supposed to move travel. You know, so when you do a circle and a half in samba, that to me, you know, is an indication that you've done samba, you've done as much of it as you could. You know, with Vaughn and Whitney, that's what I wanted to see in waltz. Waltz is one of those very moving routines, and I just saw.
All right, guys, turn around and wave. Let's turn around and wave.
Oh, we're sitting in the castle,
waving.
by the way.
We're waving. Oh, it's super awkward. Let's wave.
Super awkward.
It's super awkward. Now turn and let's wave here. It's super awkward. This is really happening, guys. This is really happening. Woo! Well, no, the good news is Max was a fan, and of course Max is going to be guest judging next week, so that could be good for you. How did you feel it went out there?
That was, I don't know if that's good news. It could have been bad
Max
news too. You
judging.
know, the good news and the bad news. Max is judging.
So, Max, you're judging, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's exactly. You can whip me into shape. That's fine, right?
What?
You have to be tough, Max.
You have no idea what I've been saying here.
Let me tell you.
Have you been nice?
Yeah, we've had a
or-
10-second delay. We've used it a couple of
Oh
times.
my
Couple of
gosh!
times.
Oh my gosh! I can imagine.
Him and Val up here, it got
There's
pretty
two
crazy.
guys
Peter.
pressing buttons. One is not enough.
Well, look, of course, we went to the fans last week. You guys were the first to get 9s last week, so congratulations on that. We went to the fans. We said, what gift could we give? And they came up with this. They came up with some Nyle 9 underpants. Can you
Are they sexy? I can't tell if they're sexy or not.
No, so
Yeah,
baby,
it's better than the loincloth.
These are the super
I think
high
it's
top.
better than the
Becky
loincloth.
there, one of our production team, she's excited for you to wear them next week. I mean, will you make that commitment to us, Niall?
No.
Don't make
Just
that
say
commitment.
no.
Don't
Say
make
no.
that commitment.
You know, that's the thing about this production. Nobody tells you can say no. It just seems like everything they tell you have to say yes to.
No.
Hey,
No, come on, Max, what are you doing?
I listen. I wrote a book on no.
Oh my
It's
God.
called No, and there's one word in it.
Peter, how great is it to see Max here back in the ballroom?
It's awesome.
Is she being real? I'm not sure.
No, it's great. I love having him here. It's nice just to have that support, you know. It's.
Who said that I'm supportive?
What do you mean? You better have been supportive.
So much
Really?
about you two.
What did you say?
A lot of things.
He said some positive stuff.
Well,
I
you know,
gotta tell you.
you might be sleeping on the couch tonight. Huh?
Well, look, we've got some fan questions. Where are we at? Let's take a few. I'm sure having you guys up here. Max and Peter are the cutest couple.
I agree. I do. I think so
How
too.
did you pop the question?
Spur of the moment, something hit me, and I was like, "Hey, by the way, let me
Talk us
just do
through it.
that."
Just
And-
talk us through
okay,
it.
So
Okay.
we
Talk us through what happened.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Niall,
We danced.
Let's leave them to it.
We danced. You know, I took a mic, which was never a good idea. I thanked some people for opportunities to be wherever we were, and there was exact look on my face when I said, "Hey, why don't I just pop a question? Hey, does anybody have a ring?" Merv, our friend, had the ring. He's like, "Here you go." It fit the tip of his pinky, so it was hard to get off. And then I sat on my knee. I think I said something sweet. I don't remember.
You said, "Will you be my wife?"
And then she said, 0.
I was laughing.
Absolutely nothing.
I
She
was
started
nervous.
dying laughing, and then hug and kiss and all that. And I'm like, you know, I still have the ring in my hand. You didn't even put it on. And then, so yeah, it was very awkward from both of us. We had no idea what was going on.
Well, that's good. Well, you can keep
But
this
hey,
one. This is the
is that go in
all
my
access.
head, or what does that do?
No, that's just you can just
That-
keep it as a souvenir. Look at that.
All right.
He's
You
giving
like-
her
you-
another ring. He
That's
just keeps
nice.
giving it to her.
You're like
Incredible.
you're like a Teletubby.
Unbelievable.
Okay, no, I think that shall just stay here.
All right. Well, Nyle, what challenge are you looking forward to after Dancing with the Stars? You know, first you travel around the world.
After
you know,
Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, like, I mean, you're doing everything, man. America loves you. Have you even thought about that?
Well, actually, I guess it's a difficult question to answer because I feel like I've done so much and I don't know what's next, really.
All right, who knows?
Well, that's a good question. You know, I think
I'm gonna
probably
put it out there, Noel.
Well-
We're looking for a co-host because Max is leaving. Me and you. How do you think? What do you think? Next season?
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, I think the big challenge right now after this is that I just established my own, the Nyle DeMarco Foundation. So I really just want to give back to the deaf community and just improve deaf youth. So it's a huge challenge, so we'll see what comes of that after Dancing with the Stars.
All right, and the last question, we've got to put you on the spot, Peter. We asked this question first.
no.
Do you
Come on.
ever get confused and call Nyle Max during rehearsal or vice versa?
All the time. I go to, take him home and I get confused and I'm like, oh my gosh, they look so similar. Like, how can I tell?
Well, we got a fan question week 1, Max. It was like, who-
Don't worry about it. Don't
who
worry. I
does she
have
think-
hair now, Max. I have my hair
It's
now.
different
so
now.
It's
I can
different.
tell the
Who does she
Different
think
now.
is better looking? Remember that question, Peter? I can't
Yes.
remember what you said. Can you remind? I can't even.
I think I said something like, I love them both the same.
He's a
Max is a
professional
better
model.
looking.
It's not like, he's a plumber and he's a good look. No, he's a model. That's what he does.
No,
Yeah.
I love my boys equally, and
Yes.
I think I'm pretty happy with
I
who
would-
I have to go home to and who I have to dance with.
The two of us would say
you
that
live
you're
in the
very
dream,
lucky.
Peter. You live in the dream.
I'm living the dream, exactly.
And of course, he's going to
You're
be
very
back next
lucky,
week
Peter.
in the ballroom, but down there. Are you guys excited about seeing him downstairs in the judging spot? What do you think, Peter?
I've actually never been judged by him, so
What,
the
in,
last
in
couple
life
of times,
or on the ballroom?
Well, no, in the ballroom.
All right. Well, look, thanks guys so much for
Thank
coming along.
Thank
We
you.
cannot wait to see.
By the
what's
way,
next.
I feel like no, we love you. We love you. Ramon's doing
We
an
love
amazing
Ramon.
job.
Yeah.
By the way, Ramon's over there speaking for Nyle. I just want to say one time, I want to see Ramon's voice be like Barry White or like a little girl. So whatever Nyle says just sounds, I don't know, I just feel like it'll be funny. What
We
do you
could do
think?
something funny like that.
Yeah, we could make that happen.
Well, look, we would now like to reveal your switch-up partner is.
What?
It's actually going to be Ramon.
Oh,
There he
Ramon,
is.
look
Look
at
at
you.
this.
Oh.
Ramon is going to be the switch-up
Look at
partner.
Ramon.
Why are
Look
you,
at
what
that
is
outfit.
Was that in the package?
Not all access exclusive. So
Oh, it's an
This
exclusive.
is
Exclusive,
the
yes.
vault. This is where all
This is
the
where you
footage
come
goes.
for the
I see.
exclusives. Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, guys.
No,
You've made it.
Thank
But you lost your mustache.
I know. Karina pulled it off.
Mustache came off.
It's not ideal, but look, we must
I-
move on.
I also
Thank
have
you guys for
ears.
coming up. Congratulations on
Thank you.
just getting this far and all the support out there from the fans. And congratulations
guys.
on that ring. I mean, that's yours to keep,
That's a
Peter.
decent sized
That's
ring.
and that's completely real. You know.
Yes.
I
completely.
thought about this for like 10th anniversary, but here you go, so we can skip it to like 20.
Thank you.
Skip it to 20. I like it. All right, let's give them a big round of applause. We want Max to comment on his brother Val, who's coming up next.
Thank you.
Well, here we go. Love you. Mwah.
All right.
Put some clothes on. Maybe like a robe with your name on it, like you guys have downstairs.
Yeah,
a little bit
sure.
robe.
All right, Max. Well, we want you to be real now because this is your brother Val.
Yeah.
All right. He's about to dance. Wanted to tell. I mean, we want you to know. We don't know what